I always knew that I could read, but I needed help to get my reading scores up. And I got help with my reading, and it helped a lot. I like being tutored because it's fun and it helps you out with a lot of things, like reading and math and science and all that other stuff.
The great thing about Crossroads is we loop with our kids. So I had them in 3rd grade and as well as in 4th grade. And during those 2 years, Justin was a student that was below average in reading, significantly maybe a year and a half below grade level. And by the time he was in 4th grade, done with the tutoring program, he was reading almost 2 years above grade level.
I never used to be really good at math, but all the tutoring that I'm getting, it's just really great because it's helping me learn more things that I wanted to learn, but I couldn't teach myself, or I couldn't get it. I couldn't focus right. But now I can, and I can get everything.
Gianna was a struggling student when she came in, and I could just see something special about her. And I think it was the care that I gave right away in the beginning and make her feel confident about school. And as soon as we introduced Nancy to her, she was always super excited. Like, she would ask every day, even though it was once a week, she would ask every day if Nancy was coming. And when she did come, her eyes lit up, and she was reading almost 2 years below grade level. And at the end, and when she took her MAP score, the first person she ran up to was Nancy when she saw her, and said on her MAP assessment what her score was, over 200. And Nancy and I knew right there what the impact was on the tutoring program.
Well, I learned more strategies for reading that I didn't know, and I got higher at reading because of tutoring. I'm pretty sure if I didn't have tutoring, I might still be at the same level. So that was fun, and I like to talk to my tutor. She was nice, and it was fun to talk to her.
Aaliyah is another student that was below average in reading, and when the Nancy tutor took her over, by the end of 4th grade, she was well above grade level. Through this tutoring program, working with Nancy, we were able to get the kids up to grade level. And one way we can tell by is we take the MAP assessment 3 times each year. And so the first time in 3rd grade was 2 years ago, and then I did it again in 4th grade, and so we could see the gains in that area. And Aaliyah went out the roof the first year, and just recently she took it just last week, which is, and she scored well, I think it was above 220, and she was so excited to share with me. So that's now when she was in 5th grade. So we can see the from 3rd grade all the way till 5th grade. And so I think the tutoring program does have a long-lasting impact on the student.
Academic achievement is fundamental to the health of our schools, our community, and ultimately our country. Just a few weeks ago, Valeria, our superintendent, learned, as we all did, that the test scores in reading increased 4% for the St. Paul schools. Even with this good news, disparities are a real issue for the St. Paul students. Poverty and language barriers affect 3 out of 4 students attending our public schools. This has led to a persistent achievement gap in the St. Paul schools. In 4 short years, our foundation has created a citywide tutoring partnership to increase the quantity of well-trained tutors and the quality of tutoring programs serving the St. Paul students. Our foundation also operates its own tutoring program called Believe, Achieve in 13 different schools. We know that tutoring works, and best practice tutoring programs can effectively complement the work of our great teachers in the classrooms and in community organizations. On a personal level, it's interesting, my wife Martha and I both read up at the North End Elementary School. And not only is it important to the students, what's interesting is it's equally important to us. When at night we sit and talk about the students that we read to and tutor, we are learning as much as our students are. And I would encourage all of you to consider tutoring for the students and also for yourself.
The tutors just help to get the attention that they need. And so when I'm with a group, a reading group with 6 or 7 students, I can count on my tutors to help prepare them for the assessments that are coming up, for the national assessments, state assessments.
Excel Energy has always been very good about our involvement in the community. What was kind of exciting and a little different about the tutoring program was it was, as I mentioned, a weekly commitment. We've often gone and done Habitat for Humanity or Feed My Starving Children, but this we return to every week, and it was really fun to see the kids grow and their our involvement with them. They kind of get excited, you know, you'd come to the door and the kid would pop up and run out the door and, oh, my tutor is here, you know, this is my tutor. It was fun to have that kind of a volunteer opportunity where we really became part of the school and a relationship with the students. That was really a bonus.
Really get to know them, and you find out, you know, spend just a couple of minutes asking them what they had done and who their family is, and so you really build up a relationship with them.
I'm having a great year this year because that tutor I got like 2 years ago, it helped me. I feel better reading around my classmates because it's easier and it sounds a lot better.
You can change their life forever, and you can be that person that changes their life and steers them in the right direction, or gets them to love for reading, or just love school in general and appreciate life. And just that you can be the one that changes and makes a difference in their life.
As we sit here this morning, there are thousands of students in St. Paul who could need and benefit from a tutor. The St. Paul Public Schools Foundation is hoping to recruit over 2,000 volunteer tutors annually. Our long-term goal is to have 5,000 active volunteer tutors working with teachers, the schools, and our community partners to help increase reading and math proficiency for our students. I am personally inviting you to join me and many others who are giving them the chance our students need. We at Health Partners and Regions Hospital are committed, both personally and financially, to the St. Paul Public Schools students. We hope you will be as well.